Television. I'm Corey Lovett.
And I'm Andrew Harley. Now tonight's show is going to be a little bit different. It's got a little bit different focus to it. We're going to be talking just with students from our own campus about what they're doing just with missions out in the world, locally. We have two foundations that have come in. They're student began, student started, student led, student inspired, and they're going to be on our show, on our set, talking about what they do in the community.
That's right. Also, we're going to give you a sneak peek to the Jerusalem Study Center that Southeastern promotes over in Jerusalem. And you're going to get to talk to a student who, well, we're going to talk, you're going to watch, to a student who experienced that last semester. And also, our Word on the Street host, Andrea, won't be with us next season because she's going to take part in that experience.
We'll miss her so much.
We will miss her, but she's really excited about that. So we'll get to talk to her about her expectations. So it'll be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. But first, we're going to show you guys our on-campus percussion team. Now, these guys don't bang on drums. They don't do the typical thing. They have trash cans. Well, you'll get to see. They have all sorts of cool stuff. So check out FX. Welcome back to Raw TV, Real and Willing Television. Now you just got to see FX. You're going to have a lot more opportunities to see them play on our show.
They were lively, weren't they?
They were lively, and they're going to continue to be lively, and they're going to rock the set, and it's going to be great. But now we have two phenomenal young ladies doing ministry from our own campus. One of them is with a program called Destinations that does missions work, and the other one is from Feed the Need, which does a lot of local work here within Lakeland. So we're going to welcome them to the couch.
Well, thank you.
Now, Jessica, you're actually in charge of Destinations. Tell us what that means and what the organization is all about.
I would love to. Destinations is something that started off just as a club on campus, working and moving with awareness of missions and just kind of informing the students about what was going on in the world. And now it has moved into a council and now into an organization on campus that provides the opportunity for students to work with Missions Week, a conference or a week-long kind of like Firefall only focused on missions, as well as opportunities to lead trips, go on trips, and do on-campus and off-campus events centered around missions, both locally and in the foreign field.
Wow. So, I mean, if it's all about missions, which is, obviously sending students out, where all do you send students? Where all do you go with Destinations?
Well, we're really excited to be.
What destinations is what we're asking?
Oh.
What are the destinations of Destinations?
Oh, I will tell you how the name came about, but the actual destinations are Uganda, India, Honduras, Cambodia, Romania.
That's all over.
Yeah, in every region in the world. And our first trip went out on Thanksgiving break to Israel. So I got to be a part of that, which was an incredible ministry to the Messianics.
So you went to Israel?
Yes.
That's great.
On the missions side. So that was really neat. But Destinations kind of, the name kind of came about because just kind of looking at the Lord really focuses on, the nations are your inheritance. I love the nations, and so we really wanted to bring that in to identify what our purpose and our heart is for Destinations, is focusing on that. Also, when you land on a plane, it says you're arriving at your destination, so we kind of put those two together to form Destinations SEU Student Mission.
So is it like a hybrid of destiny and nations too? Okay.
Yes,
very cool.
For sure, because every trip is definitely a part of every student's of their life. It's not just a vacation or a summer plan because they're bored. I believe the Lord is bringing students on there to make a complete change. So we're really excited to be a part of those kind of things.
Yeah, I would be too.
What do you have specifically coming up in the future? I heard there was a Haiti trip in the works, and tell us about that.
Yes, one of our faculty, most trips are led by students, but a faculty member, Bob Shaner, is actually leading a trip to Haiti over spring break.
It's gonna be a great experience.
Yes.
Especially it's now more needed than ever before.
Especially, yeah, for sure. They're going over there to deliver medical supplies, to work with organizations there to encourage. Encouragement is going to be a huge thing. Meet the needs there. So their team is less than 15, I believe, but enough to be definitely adequate.
Impactful. Yeah, make an impact for sure.
We're really excited that it was even set up, that the Lord kind of knew about that even before.
So it was planned before the earthquake.
Yep, it was. So
wow.
It's the sovereignty of God right there.
Yes, a short trip, but it'll be a really good
Hey, you can
spring
do a
break.
lot. You can do a lot with a
For
little bit of
sure.
anointed time. So let's switch focus to feed the need.
Feed the need, yes.
So Rena, tell us about the little subtitle is Hungry to Serve, right? Feed the
Yes.
Need, Hungry to Serve. Tell us about that.
Feed the need and hungry to serve. You want me to tell you what it's about and everything like
Yeah,
that?
the mission of the organization.
Everything.
Mission of the organization. Feed the need, hungry to serve is just basically an organization that we just want to give back. Our hearts, of all of us on the team, are pretty much to just create relationship with these people that are just 2 blocks down the street from us. And a lot of times we don't understand that the need is so great within our own neighborhoods. And so basically what we've done is we've gone throughout Lakeland and we've prayed over locations and just said, God, what can we do here? And people have provided just different things. We've partnered with like Compassion Alliance, and they brought a 40-foot semi and just donated food and water and bleach and all these different supplies to feed the need. And we've had over 250 volunteers come with us to these locations, and we've just gone out there and created relationship with the people, and also like ministering to them through conversation and through getting to know them. And it's just been awesome to see the attitude change of these kids and of these people from when we first started into now where we've gone.
Building trust.
Building
Yeah.
trust. Their attitude change has been unbelievable.
incredible.
It makes me melt. So
That is very incredible.
Yeah.
So you were telling us before the show that it's not a Southeastern ministry, but that it's primarily students that are involved. So how do students get involved, and what are you guys actually doing as college students to go out into the community?
it's actually been really tough for us, just because mainly a lot of us are also busy with classes and things like
Yeah, I
that.
bet.
But we go out every other Saturday, and we have like a Facebook group, and we're also connected with another ministry called Sunday Night Dinner. And what we do is there's usually about 30 to 40 students every time we go out, and we connect with them through the internet necessarily on these things. And we've also passed out flyers and done advertisement on the campus. And word of mouth is the biggest thing for us. And so for students to get connected, they hear about it, they are more than welcome to find us up on Facebook and partner with us. We have 3 outreaches already planned for this semester. And we meet usually by the Sportsplex and meet on the campus. So it's an easy location, and we carpool for those who do not have vehicles. So
That's all so great. Now, for our national audience, for people who are wanting to maybe start something like this in their local community, what would you say to them to help them get started? What have you learned from your experience?
what I've learned is whatever's placed on your heart, go for it and live it out.
That's great.
Basically, we took a step of faith, not knowing what we were doing, where we were going, and just kind of expressing our hearts to those around us. God provided. And doors started to open and things
incredible.
started to move. And it's basically just sharing your heart, sharing your vision, and God moves through that.
Which
And
seems so basic, but it's so powerful.
it is so powerful. And it's something you would never think that
Yeah.
would actually do anything, but that's a way of taking action and just expressing your heart. And once you do get these materials, once a door does open, it's your opportunity to step through. So it's just what we've been doing.
Look for that opportunity.
Look for that opportunity.
Well, we're actually going to get to see a video about what your ministry has been doing. So go ahead and check out this sneak peek into Help Feed the Need.
Our God, He lives forever.
Amazing. It's just amazing to watch. Just step back and see what God's doing in Lakeland.
Let earth bow down before Him.
We've just been loving the people, just giving them stuff, clothing and shoes, and giving them all the way over there. We have hot dogs and water and everything, and I've been talking to the Spanish community that's been coming up here and just trying to get them a contact for churches because they're really interested. Just haven't found one in Lakeland, so I hope that I can find something that way they can commute in a Christian church.
So good to so good to know. And our hope is God only.
People are already starting to come out. We're getting the hot dogs cooking, and then we're gonna be giving food away and just letting them go through and just take what they need.
Lift high,
Just fulfilling the purpose we were made for. Just being a vessel and giving back.
Feed the Need today was basically coming out to the community and giving clothes and shoes and everything we could to the people here and show them love and basically show them that we do care and that we're here for a reason and we're here to help them. And that's basically what it is.
All right, well, that was a very poignant video of what Feed the Need is doing in the Lakeland, Florida community, and that was just amazing. I see that you're emotional. Tell us about how
You
you're
were in the
feeling
video.
just watching that.
For me, it's just tears come to my eyes because it's such a passion in my heart, and just to see like the lives change and how much these people just light up, and just like I was saying, how the children, their attitudes have been changing, and instead of giving us attitude now, they will cling to us. I had one
Yeah.
girl say, "I'm coming home with you," and I had to be like, "No," but it's been awesome just to see the relationships that are built, and that's
just
just
been embraced for the
the
community.
first step of making a difference, is creating relationship and breaking those walls. And so it melts me. It just melts me every time.
It's wonderful to see your passion, and to see it actually playing out in a video like that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now, Jessica, tell me about, I'm sure you have similar stories of just, your passion being realized on the mission field. Tell us maybe one story that comes to mind.
Oh, wow. Last summer I was in Vietnam, and it's a communist country, so a lot of our conversations had to be subtle. We were there teaching English, and I'll never forget one conversation I had with a student who kind of wrecked my heart. She was there because her mother had pressured her so much to get a great education that she had removed the money from their food supplies and taken that money to put them in English school, so that this girl came hungry every morning. And after I kind of put two and two together, I asked her, you know, is this something that's important to you, or is this something just important to your mom? And as our conversation developed, she really just was doing it out of duty. And through that, I got to talk to her about love and how much more she could be involved with her life if things were done out of love. And then I got to tell her about a love that will never be conditional. I got to tell her about a love that would never disappoint her. And she looked in my eyes and she said, Miss Jessica, are you sure? And I said, yes. And I want you to know that after I leave Vietnam, if you forget who your teacher was, if you forget who I am, if you forget anything I've taught you, I want you to know one thing. I want you to know that there's a man who died for you, and his name is Jesus. If you have to look up everything about that man, do it, because it'll change your life more than any English camp could.
It's powerful.
So.
That's beautiful.
That
Oh
is
my gosh,
powerful.
I'm tearing up a little bit.
That's such anointed. We would want to thank both of y'all for being
It's amazing
on our
what
set.
you're doing.
So, Anointed Ministries.
And you know, our viewers can take a lesson from this and do the same thing in their communities. Let's
For sure.
make a difference. Let's do this. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you
Thank you
good.
for having us.
So, well, those are just two anointed ministries from our own students here at Southeastern. So we dare you to go out, and if you have a passion for something,
Do it.
do it for sure. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. We've just had powerful emotional moments, and now we're going to go over to FX and watch them kick it and go crazy. So enjoy FX.
There they
again.
are.
Well, that was FX.
Yeah, that was FX. What more
They're
can you
great.
say? That was awesome.
They're great. And again, you're going to see more of them, which I was like mesmerized watching what they just did. So,
Trying to figure it out.
yeah, to just. Okay, so now a little less coordination. We're going to talk, which is what me and Corey are good at. We're
Yeah,
good at
we can do that.
So,
Right.
Nori and Andrea, welcome to the set. We're going to talk about
Thanks for having
Jerusalem.
us. Yeah.
So
All right, so we already know Andrea, our Word on the Street host. Now, Nori, tell me about your trip to Israel. You've already done the experience that Andrea is preparing for. So tell us about Israel.
Just Israel.
Yeah.
Well, I went last semester, and it was just incredible. Like, everyone asked me, and I really can't put it into words into like 5 minutes, but it was life-changing. Just my view on the culture there, the people in the Middle East, just my spiritual life, everything was forever changed. And I'm just so glad that I went and that I was able to go. And I'm excited that Andrea's going.
You spoke about cultural changes. How have you changed your views on that? What's different? In a nutshell, because I know you can talk all day about
yeah,
that.
definitely. I think that just I went with a mindset already in place that, you know, it was going to be dangerous, and I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but the people there, you know, we just loved on them while we were there, and just shared the love of God with them. And they're really friendly, they're nice. It was just a great experience. I don't know how to put it, but the food was great, the culture is so alive and so...
And the food being great is so important.
It is. So amazing.
Cool.
Well, and let's clarify for a second for our national audience. Our school actually sponsors students to go study for 5 weeks in Israel, and that's what we're talking to these ladies about.
Jerusalem Studies Program.
The Jerusalem Studies Center. And Nori has just come back, and now Andrea, you're going to get to go.
So excited.
So what is your expectation before you head off?
Well, I was adopted into a Middle Eastern family, so I'm a little familiar, although I know that there's going to be a ton of culture shock for me, but I love Middle Eastern food. It's my favorite food. So I'm looking forward to that.
So you're set. You're going to be
good. I even quizzed all the people that came back. I'm like, do they cook American food in the Jerusalem Study Center? Because anyway.
I don't want that. I want the real deal.
No. But I'm excited. My expectations are that my life is going to be totally changed. Like, I really want to know Christ in the context of the Jewish culture, because I feel like so often as an American, we have this perception of Christ as an American and in the context of our denominations, and we don't realize that God is Christ came as a Jew, he came in that culture, which is not our own. So I want to know what that means.
And how it should affect your faith.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it'll completely and totally change my faith, which is what we should look forward to as Christians, our faith changing, us moving from glory to glory.
We should also look for opportunities to be growing and be moving in our faith, which Nori, coming back, what has it done to your faith now that you're back in our country, out of Jerusalem? What did that time there, just culturally, there's so much spiritual over there. How did it affect your faith?
Walking where he walked, what was that like?
It just made him feel so real. He was a human being, and he walked there, and just connecting on that level. And now as I go back and read the Bible, it's like I was there,
it's so
I
real.
was in the Sea of Galilee, I was there,
so
Capernaum.
cool.
And so you can't read the Bible the same, it just comes more alive. And it's just great, to walk there. Cool.
And I quiz Nori so
Yeah,
much. Like,
that's
pretty much
so many
everybody
questions.
and their mom I have talked to that's gone to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
What's it like?
So what is your preparation, other than talking to people who have gone? How are you getting ready to
Honestly,
step into that?
I want to just read as much of the Bible as I can before I go, because I want to get as much out of the trip as I can. And I'm going to try and get the books early that are required for the courses there. That way I can just soak up as much. Because I know from half the stories they've said where, places they've been, I'm like, I don't even know that story in the Bible, And that really makes me sad to consider where I am spiritually. And I just don't want to be changed after I come back from Jerusalem. I want to be changing before I go, because our life is not about experiencing just one mission trip or one this or that. I should know Christ like I'm going to know him then, now. I don't have an excuse. So that's kind of
And it prepares you. The books that we have to read before we go, they're lengthy books, but they're so great.
Which is the academic part. It's not just sightseeing.
Yeah,
you do learn a lot while you're there.
You do a lot of academic work before you go to prepare yourself, and then it's mostly sightseeing there, but you're reflecting on what you've already learned.
And I think that's the benefit too.
Yeah.
Instead of just going to see how Jerusalem is, to really know the context and to have that told from people that live there.
Probably makes it a much deeper experience.
Deeper, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, it's been so great talking to you about this. And Andrea, we're going to miss you. But
I'm jealous.
So sad.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I want to go so bad.
I know, that'd be amazing.
It would be.
Right now, we're going to go on over to FX again and hear some more of their percussion and see them move around a little bit. It's going to be great. So here they are. FX, and actually next week we're going to have them on the couch to talk about their ministry here on campus and more about them other than just the awesome percussion and movement.
That's
and all
right,
that
because
good
next week
stuff.
is part 2. This is just part 1
Right.
of our student ministries
shows.
So we're excited for next week. Next week we're going to have, it's called Kingdom Designs, and it's one of our very own students from Southeastern has just a
fashion line. Yeah, we're gonna
her
get to see
dream is
some-
to be a fashion
some style.
designer, and she is incredible. So check it out next week. So we're going to be talking with her on our couch also.
Also, I'm very excited to show you my exclusive interview with Manuel from Group 1 Crew. I got to go over to Orlando and talk to him.
I was in class. Sad
Yeah,
day.
he had to go to class,
was in
but
class.
I got to talk to him, so that was fun. So yeah, we're going to check that out, and it's going to be a great show next week. Stick with us, and thank you for watching Raw TV. Don't forget, live it raw.